No, I think Japan is very specific and very advanced in a few areas in mobile, but in pretty much any other markets, whether it's fast-growing markets in China, like in Asia, like China, or whether it's anywhere in Europe, like Poland, I think the mobile phone is very quickly becoming the most important medium that you have, because it combines certain things like the ability to make phone calls with the ability to send messages and get all information that you need from the internet and upload any information that you want to share to places like Facebook, for example. So, and you always have it with you, it's always on, and it has certain technical capabilities that the internet does not have, what PCs don't have, like GPS, for example, TV, for example. So it's fast becoming a very versatile tool that very many people have. And I mean, there's what, 3 billion mobile phones on the planet, and maybe 1 billion computers on the planet. That tells you the story.
What's the most important thing in mobile solutions in marketing?
I think, well, there's many important things, but of course, well, just two off the top of my head. I think one that you want to look at is what mobile devices are your users actually using. For example, everybody right now is like, okay, the iPhone is the greatest phone ever, at least in Europe. We should focus all our marketing on the iPhone. Well, you kind of need to look at how many people actually do have an iPhone among the people that you're targeting, because that's not necessarily the case. Then the second thing is, I think you want to be modest with technology. You want to make things fun to use. You want to keep them simple, but you don't want to force people to interact with really complicated things that they don't understand in terms of technology. So the possibilities that you have are not necessarily 100% the possibilities that you want to use, all of them.
You're cooperating with the biggest companies around the world. Which of your mobile applications are the most popular?
Well, actually, we don't really sell applications or make applications. We basically provide knowledge or insight from a very advanced, unique market that then they could be operators, they could be media companies, advertising agencies, all take to their local markets and apply there. But I think one thing that we've been seeing a lot of interest in lately is, one, how does mobile social networking work in Japan, specifically combined with games, and the other one is how does mobile advertising work in Japan. Those two areas are probably the most in demand over the past year or two.
Can you define typical mobile marketing solutions recipient, user?
No, actually I can't, because I think the campaigns are very different depending on who they target, and they make very different use of technology depending on who they target. So there is no such thing as a prototypical or standard campaign, really. It depends all on what they're promoting, to whom, and so I can't really generalize that.
I want to ask you how we can use your knowledge in a situation of Central Europe, especially Poland, Polish market. Do you know them? Maybe there's something common with Japan environment and our.
To be quite honest, I don't know the Polish market very well. We get asked that question all the time, basically, because people come from very different markets, like Poland. One of our clients actually from Poland, or they could be from Malaysia, or they could be from Brazil. And of course, we know the Japanese market inside and out, but there's no way for us to know 200 other countries in the world in detail. So basically how we do it generally is, client will come to us, we'll tell them the Japanese side of the story, they then tell us the Polish side of the story, and then we work with them in seeing what applies and what doesn't apply. So, but I think one thing I can say that's generally valid is, I think phones are getting there speed-wise with 3G in Poland too, and I think the next step is definitely easy to understand, reasonably priced flat rate data plans. That makes a huge difference in take-up.